Thank you to the West Coast Pioneers Pipes and Drums. They did a great job. Here for them. We're going to now allow them to exit to the side, wait over the side, so we're going to pipe out the finalists in a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your champions. We have 500 of them. We have 500 of them in the stands, but this is Elite 54. These are the ones for the past 3 days have been battling for the opportunity. In fact, for some of them, it has been years, and definitely for the last 4 or 5 months, they were preparing, dreaming of this occasion. They are escorted in by wrestlers from our elementary program. Please recognize our elementary wrestlers. At this time, in order for the wrestlers to have a rest, I'd ask you to sit on the mats. Wrestlers. I'm going to call on Mr. James Messenger.
Thank you, everyone, and I have to apologize for my voice. I got a little excited during last night's matches. At this time, I want to take a moment to recognize our tournament chairman, our club president, Mr. Tom McAvoy. Tom has made it clear that this is the last time he will be chairing a major tournament, and we thought it was an appropriate and fitting time to acknowledge the amazing contribution he has made to our sport. Before I describe some of his achievements, I do want to clarify a few, maybe, misconceptions. First, I need you to know that Tom is not retiring from wrestling. This is going to be the last time he's chairing, and he's still very much involved in our program.
No, you go.
We'll let him step back a bit, but he always says our club is like the Hotel California. You can check out, but you can never leave. And another common misunderstanding about Tom is that he's the one who actually started the Alberta Wrestling program. This is not the case. The original founder was Mr. Walter Taylor, who started as a teacher at AW school. When Walter left Port Alberni to pursue a law degree in Vancouver, Tom took over. So although he may not start the program, it is his passion, it's his charisma, it's his character, and its leadership that's made the Alberta Valley Wrestling program the best program in the country. I'd like you to take the time to consider the following accomplishments which have taken place over Tom's leadership. In this tournament, he has had 368 BC placers, 76 of which were BC high school champions. Over 100 Alberta wrestlers have medaled at the national championships, and 42 of these were crowned national champions. Alberta wrestlers have gone on to post-secondary and international success, and of course we can't forget the Olympics too. Under Tom's leadership, Alberta District Secondary School has won 40 Vancouver Island championships and 12 provincial team titles, and we hope to be able to add to that total today. Tom's influence in our sport has certainly extended beyond Port Alberni. He has held just about every leadership position in our sport and mentored and provided guidance to many of the coaches and leaders in this room. As a tournament chair, he has led 5 BC championships, 35 Alberta Invitationals, 3 Vancouver Island championships, the Commonwealth Games Wrestling Championships, the Commonwealth Championships, 2 World Espoir Championships, a National Senior Championships. He was the chair of the whole BC Summer Games, and in this building he was the chair of the 2009 World Under-17 Hockey Championships. He's led more than 9 international tours and hosted teams from all over the world here in Port Alberni. In fact, this building that we're standing in, he was the co-chair of our Arena Society that built this building. We wouldn't be standing here if not for him. In terms of Alberta wrestling, I would argue that there is no other program that has been so consistent, well-rounded, and synonymous with success. It's not a fluke. It's not something in the water in Port Alberni. It's because of the quality of our unit. I hope you find these statistics impressive. They are. They're easy to quote in newspaper articles, and it's an easy way to measure the success and impact Tom has had made. However, you cannot quantify or measure what Tom has done by counting medals and championships. These are only a small part of Tom's success and impact. For every one of the wrestlers who have won medals and championships, there's dozens more who haven't. Anyone who's been through the Alberta wrestling program has had their lives changed by Tom. We will never know how many wrestlers Tom has kept in school, has helped graduate, has provided with the skills and character needed to be a good employee, a good parent, or a good community member. We will never know how many youth Tom has kept out of jail, or maybe even alive and healthy. I know there's some of you sitting in this room. We don't know these numbers, but I know that these are even more impressive, and I know that that's really what Tom uses to gauge the success. So I'm going to ask for a little audience participation here to just help quantify this, help gauge this. So if you've ever wrestled for Alberta Wrestling, I'd like you to stand up. If you have a child who's ever wrestled for Alberta Wrestling, I'd like you to stand up. If you ever have been coached or mentored by Tom, could you please stand up? And finally, if you've ever attended a tournament organized and chaired by Tom, including the provincial championships or Alberta Invitational, could you please stand up? I'd like you all to join me in presenting this Lifetime Achievement Award to Tom in recognition of his outstanding contribution to our sport in Port Alberni, BC, and Canada. Thank you, and remember the tradition continues.
Here, here. Come on, Tom.
Travis Cross, the center man, please. Travis Cross. On behalf of the athletes and the parents of the program, we have a special presentation here. Tom.
Thank you, everyone. West Coast Highlanders, please lead the procession of athletes off the mats now.
Right.